Oh my gosh, it's a crisis. No, it is not a midlife crisis. It is more of a midlife awareness. We've been visiting that a little bit on this platform. Thank you for tuning in for the Midlife Time Traveler. This channel is fairly new, and I really appreciate everyone that has been subscribed. Also, those that have viewed a lot of the shorts, because I do a lot of shorts on this platform, and the ones that have also watched the long form content as well. Super excited to be able to connect on this platform. This is something that I want to start implementing and doing and being involved in for the long haul. And so just finding my rhythm of creating content here as a person that is in midlife. Yes, I am over 40 and I'm in the thick of it, in the trenches of rediscovering, of peeling back the layers, of figuring out what I want to do in the second phase of my life. I thought I had it all figured out because growing up, I had a little system of things I wanted to do. And then a lot of times those things came to pass. And then certain things other things started coming up. And then I started following different other paths. It was uncomfortable, but I decided why not? So that took me on a different path, like a lot of things do with us. We start on one and then we go to the road less traveled and it takes us through another path. And sometimes we think we have missed opportunities, but a lot of times this is just part of the learning process. And if it's something that we still want to do, we could try to revisit it or see if there's something else we may want to explore. One thing I'm learning in this midlife is that we do have lots of options. A lot of times we can think we're limited because at this stage, who wants to get another degree or who wants to, put more time and effort in another career or a another family, or starting a new family, starting over what we think is starting over. There's lots of people that are starting new careers or that are starting new families that are, in essence, they feel like they're starting over. So it's never too late to begin again. You've heard that saying, begin again, to hit the reset button, to really is being more aware of what we're doing. I just keep seeing something in the corner of a window. Squirrel. So I wanted to share this. I have been sharing on a different platform this month, just challenging myself to go live on this particular platform. I would love to go live here. If you enjoy the content here, please feel free to share it with a friend, to subscribe. I need 50, so about 13 more as I could record this video, 13 more subscribers, and I can actually go live on YouTube. I would really like to go live on YouTube. So we're getting there. Thank you for those who have been on this journey with me. Hold on, we'll be going live soon. And so I've been going live on this other platform, and it's been very refreshing, just getting back into the groove of it, meeting new people. We've been talking about a lot of different things. And the question that I asked was, if I should die, would this matter? And so this is the question. The things that you do throughout the day, would it matter? Does it matter? With the mindset that life is short and we do all these things, and a lot of them, and a lot of times, they're frivolous. And you think about, what if you were doing something that really meant something, that really impacted your life maybe add it to your life. Maybe if you want to, have a better impact on someone else's life, or you want to do something that can be life-changing. What if you did that instead of the mundane task that you get caught up with? And remember, we often forget this, that we create our own schedule. We chose that job. We chose those hours, even though we say, I needed this, I need that. But we put ourselves in these situations and then we don't realize, I guess, the weight of the situation. So, for instance, you're thinking about two different career paths. You know, you may just be focused on, okay, this one will pay me more money, but this one I kind of like better. And then you're trying to weigh each one. A lot of times we don't look beyond that 5 to 10 year period. Maybe we should be looking beyond that when we plan. I heard someone plan a 100-year goal. Think about it. A lot of us don't make it to 100, but think about planning a 100-year goal and just seeing beyond your lifetime and how whatever you do can affect the next generation. So we don't think about that. We don't even think about, oh, me taking this, it could set up the next generation or so. Like if you take this particular position and you work, it's a great job or it's a great career, whatever, and you make a great income, but it's taking you away from your young children. Maybe they have to stay at a neighbor's house or stay with the grandparents. And then maybe you're missing out on a lot of things. And then we don't think about, okay, in doing so, the opportunity cost of me taking this position, versus maybe you took this other job or you went through this other career and it may pay less, but maybe you have to learn how to budget more. And maybe if that one income is not enough, maybe you might have to do a side gig. But guess what? Maybe you get to take your children with you as you do this side gig or like DoorDash or something. But then you get to spend more time. It's kind of a non-traditional role, but there's more time spent. And maybe you're able to teach your children more about balance and just being able to handle multiple streams of income. We don't know. We don't know. Of course, when we look back, we can say, oh, I should have did this or that. But when you get down to it, that's life. We have a choice of what we can choose. We get to pick and choose what kind of thing we pull out the pot or pull out the hat. We don't necessarily know how it's going to go, but we have that free will. We have that choice to make a choice. And then, of course, we could always pivot at some point in our life, or at least we should feel like we can pivot. So it's just been nice to be able to just share about things I do throughout the day, or share my rabbits, which I've shared on this platform as well. It is so nice just to be able to think about the things, being more aware of things that I like to do. For instance, I like to write short books. I like to write short books. I like to be very concise, straight to the point. And there are short books out there, but you know how we are. I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's not enough, and maybe it should be longer. But taking whatever style of writing you choose and make it your own. It doesn't have to be like everyone else's path. I like reading all types of books. But as far as for me, when I am getting out content, I like to keep whatever I can actually convey, the ideas, the main focus, the how to, the call to action. I like it to be straight to the point. Let's get it. I know as we are in this stage of our life, a lot of times our attention span is not as on point as it used to be. So I keep that in mind too. It's like, what would I like to learn? 'Cause if I need to apply this today, can I take this and apply what I can apply and not feel like, oh my gosh, I'm missing something? So I have more information about that. It's coming up because I actually do have a new read that's out on Amazon. And I am going to share more about that in another video where I kind of pull back the layers of how I got started and everything. But that's not my first one. I've actually written three books of my own by myself that's out on Amazon. I've done some other things that were not on Amazon that I did around eating, nutrition. I'm not a nutritionist. It's mainly telling my story as far as with food allergies and everything and meal planning, all dealing with food. And so I do also have something on Amazon where I did a collaborative. That was fun. It was a collaboration that we did some years ago where we each had a nugget to share around joy. And so I've had some things out there, and I do still have some things out there, and I have some things that are out there on Amazon as well. So I'll talk more about that in another video where I kind of give you my little breakdown of how I got started with this particular read. But on this platform, this is basically reflections, midlife reflections, some nuggets, wisdom, encouragement to get you through the day. If it's just one word or one phrase, one affirmation, one thought that will get you going to enjoy that day, to challenge yourself for that day, to put something new on your to-do list to accomplish for that day whatever it may be. If it's just that one thing, I've done my job for this platform. So excited. Thank you so much so far. We have been at it since the end of March and it's now June. So super excited. I think this will be week 13 once I actually publish this um off my train of thought. I published this video. That's what we do in midlife. We can be talking, and then all of a sudden, crickets. Like, what was I saying? So this will be out, and this week marks I think week 13. So still fresh. Again, if you enjoy this content on the Midlife Time Traveler YouTube, share with a friend, encourage them to subscribe. 13 more, and we can actually go live. We need 50 subscribers to go live on this platform. We have so much fun, so many cool ideas that I have for our live time. And I would love to do where we do the little is it the premiere? I'm still learning about this platform where you can give the topic and then that way you can prepare and we can have some fun time on this platform. So again, thank you so much for tuning in again. Thank you for sharing this so people can subscribe to let YouTube know that we are here to stay. Until next time, while you have the day, make the most of today. Bye for now.